Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carl, I'm a recovery coach here at Cap Recovery Center. This is our Freedom Fridays meeting for the day. And the article I have is Breaking Free, Conquering Your Mental and Emotional Obstacles. So the article is by lessonsoflife101.com. So if you like this article, you go to lessonsoflife101.com. Let's hop right into it. It says the importance of mental and emotional freedom. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed with stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. These emotions can hold us back from living our lives to the fullest and achieving our goals. Mental and emotional freedom is the key to a happier and more fulfilled life, and empowering us to break free from the barriers that keeps us stuck in unhelpful patterns of thinking and feeling. Achieving mental and emotional freedom can lead to a better quality of life, improve relationships, and a greater sense of self-worth, and enables us to be more present, focused, and engaged in our daily activities, making it easier for us to overcome obstacles and reach our goals. So break free from our mental and emotional barriers and unlock your full potential. So for the longest for me was, I was stuck in this self-centeredness, self-will, and like I couldn't break free of that. I was just in this vicious circle of using drugs and alcohol, and I couldn't get out of my own way. And like it talks about a fulfilled, happier life, and it's something that I always wanted. It was a happier and fulfilled life, but I didn't know how to break free of my selfishness and my self-centeredness and the self-obsession. And it was just a process that I needed to go through to seek the freedom that I needed. We all need to break free from something. If it's from drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling. There's a many different addictions, and there's different things that we have to get a hold of so we can have a sense of freedom. Let's see here. It says goal of this guide. So some of the goals for this guide is the purpose of this guide is to provide practical tools and strategies for overcoming mental and emotional barriers and achieving mental and emotional freedom. By understanding the factors that hold us back and learning how to address them, we can create a more fulfilling, empowering life. This guide will cover the following topics: identifying and understanding the barriers that hold us back, tools and techniques for overcoming mental and emotional obstacles, the importance of self-care and healthy boundaries in achieving mental and emotional freedom, and strategies for personal growth and development. So I like how it says identifying and understanding the barriers that hold us back. Take like an inventory or do like a pros and cons, or just take a self-assessment of what is holding me back from a fulfilled life. So it can be many factors. We have to really sit with self and find out what's really going on and what's holding us back to moving forward, because it can be a lot of things. It can be this, as my sponsor says, this, small means big. Smallest things can hold us back and hold us back from freedom that we're seeking. But we have to assess what's really going on to see where I can change and where can I grow, or what can I do to stay in a solution. And we all want to seek emotional and mental happiness. And so it's what's going on from holding us back so we can move into the future. It says throughout this guide, we will explore different approaches and methods to help you gain a better understanding for our own mental and emotional barriers and learn how to overcome them. This journey to mental and emotional freedom is a lifelong process, and this guide aims to provide you with a strong foundation to support you along the way. And then it goes to, so what's you got to understand what holds you back. So some of the common mental and emotional barriers are negative self-talk. Well, that's a big one. This refers to the critical inner voice that constantly puts us down, leading to self-doubt and undermining our self-esteem. I've done that. Negative self-talk was a big thing for me in active addiction. That's one of the things that held me back. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So it was like all negative. And I was like, I'm my worst enemy, right? I'm my worst own critic. Nobody can beat me more down than I can. So what was holding me back was negative self-perception, negative self-beliefs, and negative self-talk. So the second one, it says fear. Fear such as that fear of failure, rejection, or change can paralyze us and prevent us from taking action or pursuing our goals. Wow. So one of the things for me was fear such as fear of failure, rejection, or change. So the thing for me was the biggest, it was the change part. Fear of change, fear of what am I going to be without drugs and alcohol? Fear of what am I going to do without drugs and alcohol, right? Because my life consists of drugs, alcohol, chaos, conflict. Um, Now I look at it while I work on myself. It was like a lot of things were just chaotic and negative, and it was just no good for my mental, emotional, or my spiritual well-being. It was just, it was really, killing me slowly. So fear is a big factor. It says perfectionism. The belief that we must be perfect or that our actions must be flawless can lead to excessive self criticism and procrastination. So everybody's trying to be perfect, not everybody's trying to look good on the outside. That's a big thing. We're like trying to look good on the outside, but we're really hurting in the inside. So we don't look like we're weak or we have anything going on with us. So like we had to express our emotions and feelings and say, like, today I don't care. Like I don't want to be perfect. That's just nobody's perfect. We all have flaws and defects and shortcomings. You know what I mean? So it's like to put that expectation on yourself and others is usually going to cause more conflict than anything else. This is number four, unresolved emotional baggage. As a result of past traumas, disappointments, or losses, some people may develop emotional wounds that, if left unaddressed, can hinder their ability to grow and move forward, cause and effect. Yeah, I agree. So, one of the things that, you know, I did in active addiction was, brush things under the rug, whatever, tried to escape reality, never took my problems or my situations, and was never open and honest. I always like, put things to the side and really didn't deal with my emotions and feelings, so like if you don't deal with them, they come out in other ways, and that's my behaviors and my actions. And so I had to, when I got in recovery, I had to deal with my things. First, I had to put the drugs and alcohol down, but I had to become open and honest. And like, you don't have to do that with everybody, but you have to be like that with somebody, someone that you can trust and confide in, and somebody that is, willing to help you and they're after your well-being to like do good in life. So I had to be open and honest and let people know that, what was really going on with me. So I have unresolved emotional baggage. I think a lot of us come in with a lot of baggage, and like we don't have to hold on to that in recovery. Like when I first came in, like I had a whole lot weighing on my shoulders, and it was all because of what I was doing. It was all because my actions, my behaviors, my perceptions, my thinking, right, and the things that I was doing in life, it wasn't no good to my health, to my mental health, and to my emotional health. Let's see. It says limiting beliefs, deeply ingrained belief about ourselves, others, or the world can limit our potential and dictate our actions. Very true. So we tend to believe and we don't open up to other beliefs and people's opinions and their excuse me, their experiences and stuff like that. So there's things that are like our morals, our values, and our beliefs. There's things that ingrained in us that we picked up that were unhealthy through our drug using and alcoholism. So like we have to change a lot about ourselves. I sure did. Let's see here. It says identifying your personal barriers. To overcome mental and emotional barriers, it's essential first to recognize and understand them. Here are some steps you can take to identify your personal barriers. 1, self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Consider journaling or engage in regular meditation to gain insight into your emotional and mental patterns. Number 2, seek feedback. Talk to trusted friends or family members to get their perspective on your behavior and thought patterns. Maybe notice things that you don't, that they might notice things that you don't. So we need a different perspective, right? If we don't get a better understanding and a different perspective from others, how do we know that our behaviors are lining up with, our morals and our values and our beliefs? Like we can think one way, but we can act another, right? So like I have to trust somebody to give me guidance. It says identifying triggers. Pay attention to situations or people that tend to bring out your negative thoughts or emotions. Recognizing these triggers can help you address them more effectively. Number 4, recognize patterns. Look for recurrent themes or patterns in your life that may be linked to your mental and emotional barriers. For example, do you consistently avoid taking risks or procrastinate when faced with challenges or tasks? And I go on to say, once you identify your personal barriers, you can begin to work on overcoming them. Remember, self-awareness is the first step toward change, and understanding what holds you back is crucial. In the journey to mental and emotional freedom, it says tools for overcoming mental and emotional barriers. So there are several evidence-based tools and techniques that can help you overcome mental and emotional barriers. Each person is unique, so it's essential to experiment with different approaches to find what works best for you. So it's saying some of the tools that can overcome mental and emotional barriers. So like what works for me might not work for you, and that's okay, right? So like throughout the years, I picked up a lot of tools from different people that do work for me, so like we always welcome, to all pathways of recovery. And, I share my experience with individuals, and people share with me, and that's how we get better. That's truly how we get better. When I built relationships, healthy relationships in recovery, because in active addiction, it was all unhealthy. I was very toxic. I was full of chaos, and I was out for self, like other people's emotions and feelings, and I didn't take in consideration. It was always about me. So like I picked up some tools in recovery that better my life, and also it betters everyone around me. So like good coping skills, a good coping mechanism, a good toolbox. So when like things, when these mental and emotional barriers arise, because life shows up and life does happen, life on life terms, I have healthy relationships, and I got healthy coping skills to deal with this. So it's the first one. It looks like it says cognitive behavioral techniques. Cognitive behavioral techniques focus on identifying and changing unhelpful thought patterns and behaviors. Some strategies include cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying negative thoughts and reframing them into more balanced and positive ones. The second one, behavioral activation. Focus on engaging in activities that bring you joy and a sense of accomplishment to counteract negative emotions. 3, exposure therapy. Gradually confront and expose yourself to situations or experiences that trigger fear or anxiety to help you reduce the impact over time. And the second one goes mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation help promote self-awareness, and emotional regulation. Practicing these techniques can help you become more present and in tune with your emotions, making it easier to manage and overcome mental and emotional barriers. Some mindfulness practices include mindful breathing. Focus on your breath and it flows in and out and helps you stay present and calm. Yeah, that's definitely one that does help you if you practice it. Staying in the present moment, take a breather, don't talk, don't try to think, just focus on your breathing. So like it's a technique and it takes practice. The second one is body scan meditation. Pay attention to sensations in different parts of your body, promoting a greater sense of awareness and relaxation. The third one, loving kindness meditation. Cultivate feelings of compassion and love towards yourself and others, fostering emotional healing and resilience. And it goes on to acceptance and commitment therapy as ACT. ACT is a form of therapy that focuses on accepting your thoughts and feelings without judgment, or committing to actions that align with your values. Some key components of ACT include cognitive diffusion. Learn to observe your thoughts without becoming entangled in them, allowing them to control your actions. Number two, value clarification. Identify your core values and use them as a guide for making decisions and setting goals. It says three, committed action. Engage in actions that align with your values, even if they involve facing uncomfortable emotions and thoughts. Yeah, that's the tough one. When we're facing uncomfortable emotions and thoughts, it doesn't make our spirit feel too well. So like if we, but that's the beauty thing about recovery. We can deal with our emotions and feelings and these uncomfortableness in a healthy way. I can call someone, right? I can do breathing techniques. I can practice the pause button. Like I pause and don't say anything. I don't do anything. I just stay in the moment, stay present, and really reflect on my emotions and feelings. I don't have to react or act out. I can more so internalize and see what's really going on with me, right? And I can actually, right, build healthy relationships that way. I can talk to somebody. I can trust somebody. I can let them know what's really going on with me. And that's how I get better. I have to stay open and honest uh, with somebody, and I seek therapy, I do therapy. I have a sponsor. I have other recovering addicts that will help me day and night, right? I have great coworkers. I got great relationships at my job. I have great relationships with my family and friends. So that's some of the things that we build on in recovery is like healthy relationships, because we need people, we need help, not just in recovery, like in life in general. We need support, we need help, we need guidance, we need structure, we need a different perception of ourselves and others. It just, we build on this foundation of recovery, and we broaden it out to other people that are just like us, other recovering addicts that, um, help me on a daily basis. Let's see here. It says emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping in. Tapping is a self-help technique that combines elements of cognitive therapy with acupressure. It involves tapping on specific points on the body while focused on a particular issue or emotion. This can help to release negative emotion and promote emotional healing. By experimenting with these various tools and techniques, you can develop a personalized approach to overcoming your mental and emotional barriers. Remember that progress may be gradual, and it's essential to be patient with yourself as you work toward mental and emotional freedom. And so that's a key point right there. Be patient, because I seen it with a lot of people that were in like recovery, and I can be impatient, right? A lot of times, but like I have to be patient for the process. right? We want things now. You know, we want the car, the money, the house. We want all our relationships back. We want, and yeah, we do. But we want them right away. We want that instant gratification. But we have to be patient, right? I have to hold on, right? Because like it's not always about me and what I want and when I want it. You know, I have to be patient for things in life and have to enjoy them. You know, if we always got things that we wanted, like how can we enjoy them? You know, so it's like when I'm patient and I'm tolerant, I'll reap the benefits, in time, and like for me, like um, I gained a lot in life, right? Not just material things, but where I seek, where I want things is like my spiritual condition, right? I want to be free from self. I want to not be angry or hold on to resentments and full of fear. All this stuff when I was in active addiction. My spirit was not full, right? I was lost, confused, and I was just living a horrible life, and I was causing harm to everybody around me. So it's like I'm seeking, um, that spiritual freedom today. I'm just not, and the material things come and go. They're nice to have, right? But like that's not what I'm here for today. It says the role of self care in the mental and emotional freedom. Self care is an essential component of achieving and maintaining mental and emotional freedom. By prioritizing your well being, you can create a strong foundation that supports your journey towards overcoming barriers and living a more fulfilling life. Here are some key aspects of self care that contribute to mental and emotional freedom. So it goes on to say, prioritizing physical health. Taking care of your physical health is crucial for maintaining a strong and healthy mind. Some ways to prioritize your physical health include regular exercise. Engage in physical activities you enjoy to help reduce stress, improve mood, and promote overall well-being. Yes, very important. Regular exercise, which I gotta start doing. Right, it helps you. You stay fit, you stay healthy. Um, it makes you feel better. When you're physically feel good, you mentally feel good most of the time. But like regular exercise is very important. Balanced diet. Gotta watch what we eat. Eat a variety of nutrition dense foods to provide your body with the necessary fuel for optimal mental and physical functioning. Yes. Another thing, I have to start eating better. So like my friend always says, like, you gotta watch what you eat. You really do. Especially the older you get too. Because like we gotta worry about our health. Self care is very important. Adequate sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to support cognitive function, emotional regulation, and overall health. Yeah, we got to think about like when we get, say, we have lack of sleep or something's going on that night, we can't sleep. Usually we'll wake up grumpy or we just sluggish. We don't feel too good. So that can weigh on your mental state. So sleep, regular exercise, balanced diet. If we can hit on those three things, overall we can feel a lot better. And it says building a support system. This is very important. Having a strong support system is vital for mental and emotional well-being. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care for you and can provide encouragement, understanding, and guidance when needed. To build a supportive network, number one, cultivate relationships. Invest time and effort in developing and maintaining meaningful relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. Number two, join groups. Participate in clubs, organizations, or support groups that align with your interests or values. Provide opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. That's a key component right there. So, providing opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. So, like support groups or any whatever, you have to find your people. You have to find your people that can relate to you and you can relate to them. So it talks about being like-minded. That helps me tremendously through my process of recovery of people are like me, they're like-minded just like me. I'm not hesitant of sharing my emotions and feelings and my thoughts with them because they're just like me. They experienced it or they know someone experienced whatever I've been through or going through. So it's like without judgment. They understand me. Number 3, seek professional help. If needed, consider seeking the help of a therapist, counselor, or a coach to support you in overcoming mental and emotional barriers. So this is very important also. So like I surround myself around things that are going to be beneficial and be my aim today is long lasting recovery, right? So I do a lot of these things, right? I have a therapist, right? I have a sponsor, right? I go to church, right? So I have a pastor. So there's things that I have that help me through this process of recovery, right? So I choose to do a lot of things because I need help. I need help. I need a lot of help. So I choose to do a lot of these things because I don't want to go back using drugs and alcohol. We're always, subjected to drugs and alcohol. It's all around us, and so what I do is I engage in seeking professional help and joining support groups and we're recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center. So you guys can always walk in if you need us. Don't hesitate. You guys can call here. You guys can come in. We have a lot of things. We have a lot of resources here that will help you through your process of recovery. So I'm going to end it there. This article is by Lessons of Life 101.com and with Breaking Free, Conquering Your Mental and Emotional Obstacles. And that was our Freedom Fridays meeting for the day. My name is Carl. I'm a recovery coach here. Until next time, we'll see you.